Yo, what's up, guys? We back with another recap / rant, and you already know what time it is, man. The Falcons versus the Washington Commanders. I just got back from the game. The final score of the Commanders 24, the Falcons 16, and I will have to say this loss, it messed me up a lot, man, because you know I'm a stats guy, I'm a storyline type of guy, I like when people go in the feed and stuff like that. First of all, it started off my experience being at the game real quick. You know, that's how I like to start off. A lot of Commanders fans, a lot of freaking Commanders fans. I'm talking about like it was almost half and half. The styles, I didn't even realize that in Washington they got like the Chola style down there and the Cholo style, like Arizona, California type vibes. Good stuff to them. The fans, they was going nuts for their team. I have to tell you that it definitely made it feel like it was a game. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just like, oh, let's just watch the game, let's just chill. People was talking crazy, man. They was going this way, that way. Very diverse crowd, man. Good stuff as far as that. By the way, city of Atlanta, it would be good if you guys plan certain events on different days, so the traffic and the train and downtown won't be so crazy. Like I said, if y'all live in Atlanta, y'all know what type of events I'm talking about. But anyway, we're gonna leave it at that. By the way, anyway, let me start off right here, man. I don't even want to, let me start off with the other team. Y'all know me. Sam Howell. I told y'all about this man, Sam Howell, last week. I told you I thought we should have drafted this man. He was the guy that I wanted to be on the team, to be honest. I like Desmond a lot, but Sam Howell, 14 for 23, 151 yards, 3 touchdowns. So good stuff to Sam Howell. The dude, he did what he needed to do. He made some good throws. He made some bad throws. Some of the good throws, some of his wide receivers dropped. So good stuff to him. As far as the offense, the only dude that was really going crazy besides Sam Howell was they got somebody else named Brian Robinson, which is their number 8. That man was moving, man. That man looked swole. He was tough. That man was moving his freaking butt off, man. So shout out to number 8. Even though he had 10 carries for 31 yards, it seemed like they was really pushing the ball down the field, but their stats don't show up. So I guess it's a good job for our defense when it comes to that, stopping the run game. But the passing game, Terry McLaurin, number 17, had 6 catches for 81 yards, averaged 13.5 yards a catch. That man was going crazy. Like the slant routes, the crossing routes. AJ Terrell is usually top corner, but this time, them cross routes, you can't stop those. Like in man coverage, we was playing more man this game, as I seen, and every time we played man, we did good down the field pretty much. Because Sam Howell was kind of overthrow him a little bit, or they'll get one hand on it and they'll drop it. But as far as crossing routes and all that stuff, we was getting dominated, man. So Curtis Samuel, he the one that had a touchdown, and Brian Robinson, he had a receiving touchdown, a little screenplay, and Antoine Gibson, he had a touchdown as well. And as far as the offense, like I said, that was it. Sam Howell, from watching him, like I said, I like him a lot, but he wasn't as great. Like, oh my gosh, that man was amazing. He just did what he needed to do, man. So glad I saw him in person. Wish they would have lost the game, but good stuff to Sam Howell. On a defense, Kendall Fuller, who I just got on my ultimate team in Madden, he had 9 tackles this game, bro. 9 tackles for a cornerback and an interception. Dude probably going to get like player of the week or something like that. Also, St. Justy, he had an interception. Jamin Davis, he had an interception. So that's it for their team. Nothing too crazy. Their team came out with the victory, stuff like that. All right, let's get to the Falcons, man. First of all, before I even get to the stats for us, let me just say this, because since we're talking about the Falcons now, the coaching to start off the game was great. The coaching was good. Like, I'm talking about, okay, Kyle Pitts in the mix, you got Scotty Miller out there, you got the new Jefferson dude out there. We was doing what we needed to do. Somehow, some kind of way, the third quarter, or I don't know, halftime, something happened. Kyle Pitts was nowhere to be found. They put CP out there as a decoy. They didn't do nothing with him. They gave him the ball one time, I guess, to shut people up or to shut him up. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why they're not trying to utilize this man. I guess they're not trying to pay him. They doing stupid stuff, man. They was doing so good. I'm like, okay, the offense looking good, man. That man listening to me. I was ready to come back on this rant and be like, yo, Arthur Smith has been listening. He putting everybody out there. But the man, like, he watered himself down. He nerfed himself mid-game or early in the game. Not even mid, like, early on in the game. After we scored that touchdown, I'm like, yo, they using Kyle Pitts in the red zone. They usually take this man out. And then next you know, we never saw Kyle Pitts in the red zone once again. So I don't know what's up with that. They tripping. They got to take it easy. Arthur Smith, dude was playing like a bozo at the end. Going for it on a 2-point conversion when you didn't need to. All we had to do was go and tie it up. I feel like Arthur Smith set up Desmond Ridder to fail, and that really messed him up. Because think about it, he had to be a superhero this game. They gave us many chances to win. I will say that. I almost left the game 2 times, and I had came back. I'm like, yo, we still got time. I didn't even, like that last when we had 2 minutes to go. I was like, yo, we could actually still win this game. But he set him, Arthur Smith, going for it on 4th and 3. He set us up. Boom, they get the ball back. Going for 2 when we could have just kicked the field goal, and then we would have came back and tied the game up, and we probably could have came to OT. The whole mental aspect of that is like, oh shoot, I can come down the field, but I'm still gonna have to go for 2. So it's like they wanted this man Desmond Ridder to be a superhero. I know Matt Ryan was in the building and stuff like that. Shout out to Matty Ice. He got a standing ovation. I guess it was a tribute to Matt. They tried to make. I don't know if Arthur Smith was like, yo, look, Matt, look what we can do. And I don't know. Like, I understand the guy's clutch. I told y'all Desmond Ridder's clutch. But they trying to make this man do the most ridiculous things already. Desmond Ridder, 28 for 47, 307 yards, 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. Those 3 interceptions was crazy. I believe Desmond Ridder is clutch. But this was the first time in his career, even in college, that he's lost at home. And this is the most interception he has thrown in the NFL. And I think this is the most this is insane. Like, he don't even throw picks like that, but he threw 3 picks this game. That's tough, man, which is insane. 3 picks for Desmond Ridder, and we lost against the Commanders. I almost said it again. We lost against Commanders 3 years in a row, by the way. So, anyway, Desmond Ridder, like I said, threw the ball 47 times. Tyler Algier, 13 carries, 51 yards. The run game was obsolete this time. Bijan, 13 carries, 37 yards, obsolete. Desmond Ridder, 2 carries, 18 yards. He had the highest average with 9. Cordell Patterson had 1 carry for 0 yards. It was just like, man, what the freak is going on? Like I said, coach set him up to fail. Dumb stuff. I feel like obviously we should have played better, but we was playing better, and I don't know. Arthur Smith was like, let's change the game plan. Just doing dumb stuff, man. Arthur Smith, I like him. He's cool. But I say this young every single time, man. Utilize your talent well, bro. You started off so well. Like, I'm looking like, yo, this man, we about to go crazy. The offense is looking good. He went back to the drawing board. We calling some cool plays. We doing sideways flea flickers and all this other bullcrap. I'm like, yo, this man, everybody on the field, I'm happy. But then he watered it down, went back to the same type of running play, went back to the same, let's put Bijan on the outside and let's throw it to him. Everybody knows it's going to Bijan. I don't care if you put Tyler out there, CP, everybody named Mama go knowing it's going to Bijan. And they read that out. And the problem with Desmond Ridder, he has to stop staring down one receiver, because that's how he got all those picks. Right when he called Hut, he's looking at exactly who he's throwing to. Like, at least, this is what you do. Even though you're going to throw it to that man, think of it in your mind. Because sometimes, even though people blame quarterbacks, they'd be like, oh, why did they throw it to this person? As a person who played football, they specifically design plays for certain players. And that kind of messes with a quarterback's head to really, like, develop and do their reads, because they're like, this is who he's going to. This is what you got to do. You know, they got to have a first look guy. And sometimes quarterbacks don't know what to do when that first look is messed up. So that's how I feel when it comes to Arthur Smith and his play calling. He's kind of like how Kyle Shanahan was, but in a different way. Kyle Shanahan, I feel like, was more strict. Arthur Smith lets you actually do what you want to do a little bit more. But he has to. He got to do better, man. Arthur Smith, this game was on him. Even though Desmond Ridder threw 3 picks, it's on Arthur Smith this game, man. You got to do better. You got to continue to coach how you was coaching earlier on. It was working, and then you started taking Kyle Pitts out for like a whole 2 quarters. You put CP in, he walked you to the sideline. Kyle Pitts wanted to get in the red zone that drive that we threw that pick, and then he looking like, man, I want to get in the game. They put in the 3rd string tight end in the game. It's like, what are you doing, man? Arthur Smith, what are you doing? Like, you have all the keys to success. You're doing it. It's like, I don't know if the dude wants out of Atlanta or what, or he wants to get fired. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what Arthur Smith is doing. Every single week, it's like, okay, he's improving. This is what you got to do. You good. He came to this game. Okay, let's go. He did it. And then it's like, oh, shoot, I'm doing it. Let me go back to what I used to. Dumb. They say it's like they're scared to prosper, man. And I don't understand that at all. I know that's what the whole storyline of Atlanta has always been. Oh yeah, let's do it, and we almost there. I'm tired of hearing that. And I know the story this time was we bad in the beginning, and then we finished strong. We had plenty of opportunity to finish strong, but it's like it's only so much that you can do, man. Even if we wouldn't win the game, it's just like, why put your quarterback through that? Why does this man have to march back 2 minutes and then do a 2-point conversion? Like all this stuff that the Patriots had to do in the Super Bowl against us, is like, we got to put this man through all of this stuff just so everybody can say, oh, Desmond Ritter did it. It's like Arthur Smith tried to Pete Carroll it and make Russell Wilson, the star, and he tried to make Desmond Ritter start this game. Like, just let the man just win the game, man. You don't have to do all them 4-quarter comebacks. You don't have to make it suspenseful with all the ratings and all that other bull crap. Just win the dang game. The Commanders, like I told y'all, have beat us 3 years in a row. With Taylor Heineke, by the way, who people was like, my brother-in-law was like, oh, they need to put Taylor in. Obviously, when they go against certain teams, they get their revenge and stuff like that. But I trust Desmond Ritter. You can't just take him out, especially a young quarterback like that, and ruin this man's confidence. This game was just him trying to do too much, because this is the most pressure. Think about this. You're at home. You never lost at home. He already has that name since college. He already has that. Desmond Ritter. He's never lost at home. Okay, boom. The old quarterback, which is the best quarterback we ever had, no matter what people say, Matt Ryan, is literally up there in the press box on CBS. And they're like, oh, man, shout out to Matt Ryan. They put him on the screen. They show him. They was talking about his stats and everything. They put him up there. Freddie, the Falcon, had a freaking note card saying, we love you, man. We miss you. Tell the Ice Cubes I said hello, Sarah, and all of his wife and everything. Everything was like all on this, like telling this man, like the pressure is all on this man, Desmond Ritter. And I feel like if we would have won this game, there's no negativity to should ever go toward Desmond Ritter at all. Like this game would have, I feel like, solidified a lot of people's doubt from this man. I still think Desmond is great, but this one was a whole bunch of pressure, like times 1,000. And we actually could have won this game. Just think about this. Arthur Smith started off right. He messed up. And we still had 3 more chances to win this game. So, the fact that even though the dude coached like trash and we still could have won, that says something. That means we're not as bad as what people say we are, or we're not as bad as, I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like we could have did better, man. And right now we're 3-3. The Commanders are 3-3. It just felt like we could have did better. We had everything to win, and they blew it. The special teams, dudes giving up almost kick returns. Shout out to number 33. Where you at? 33. Shout out to Trey Flowers. Trey Flowers, the dude I was like, he made a clutch tackle, but I believe they still came down there and scored a touchdown. Anyway, for our defense, Nate Lamont had 6 tackles. I told you Nate has been doing really good for stepping in for Troy Anderson. 6 tackles, 2 assisted. We actually did sack the quarterback, and I will have to go ahead going with the Calais Campbell segment. He did have 3 tackles and 1 assisted this game, and he had a sack, which is his 100th sack. So shout out to Calais Campbell for finally stepping up and being an asset to the defense instead of just standing there with the clothes on. But I will have to say, Arthur Smith and the defensive coordinator, do not put this man on the outside no more. Put him on the D tackle next to Grady Jarrett, because when Sam Howell was rolling out, except for that one he got that sack on, because Sam Howell paused. If Sam Howell would have kept running, he would have dusted the heck out of Calais Campbell. Do not put this man on the outside, bro. He's older now. He's slower. He's not going to catch anybody. Put him on the interior. Let him come in there. He don't have to go too much. But shout out to Calais Campbell, the dude I've been talking about every single week for getting your 100th sack. He did it against Commanders. Too bad that it's going to be a loss when he remembers it. But I don't know what's up with that. I don't know why. It seemed like every exciting thing we always had to lose. We did a tribute to the troops. We lost. Every time we do memory to somebody, we always lose. I don't know what's that about. So Yeah. So anyway, Daniel and Amada did pretty good. Zach Harrison, I told you, he's been playing better than Calais Campbell. They probably should put Zach Harrison a lot more out there. Bud Dupree had a .5 sack. And Abiketi had a .5 sack. Grady Jarrett had a sack. We had a lot of good defensive pressure this game, but we just gave up a lot of big plays in the passing game for the first time this year. We came to this game the knife in defense, and we got to just do better, bro. We got to just do better. I don't know, man. Matt Collins dropped the pass. I knew Smith almost dropped the pass, but he got a touchdown. It's crazy. But I forgot about somebody. Drake London, 9 receptions for 125 yards. He had all of them yards, no touchdowns, and we lost the game. So anyway, I think that's it. I don't really know what to say. You see, the lighting is getting kind of dark right now, but I hope y'all realize what I'm saying, man. We have all the keys to win. I just don't know why they don't just win. Like, just blow somebody out for a change. Stop with all this suspense bullcrap. It's like, it gets old after a while. I understand that people want to be entertained. I'll be entertained as a fan if you just go ahead and blow somebody out. Like, just dog somebody out. They already think we trash. The media thinks we trash. All the sports people, you know what I'm saying, if you talking about Undisputed, First Take, they only talk about us and say, oh, well, the other team lost instead of us winning. Every time we win the game against a big team, that's all they're going to say. Or they'll talk about the other team the whole time. Oh, this is what they have to do to get better the next time and all the other bullcrap. It's the same stuff every single year. And so, yeah. So anyway, like I said, I like Desmond Ridder. He shouldn't do some of those passes, but a lot of pressure was on him, and he got to deal with that. He got to do better. He got to trust his first instinct. When he was calling the plays and doing the audibles, he did what he needed to do. Arthur Smith, let this man eat. That's what I got to say. Let this man be a quarterback. Let him develop before you start watering this man talent down. Just like you're watering your own coaching strategy down. Like, stop doing that. You're a mastermind. You came over here from Tennessee for a reason. Just to water yourself down. You have all the talent in the world, so utilize it. You got this man Jefferson. You use him, and then it's like, come on, bro. Why bring these new people in if you don't even know how to use the people that you already had? Kyle Pitts, y'all finally start throwing the ball. It's working. Oh, let's just stop. That junk is dumb to me. So anyway, I'll just keep going and going and going. That's it for this. Let me see who we play next week. Like I said, the final score 24-16. The Commanders got it. So shout out to them. Like I said, shout out to Sam Howell. Glad to see this man in person. Good stuff. So yeah, let me see who we play next week. I like to give a little brief thing real quick. Wow, freaking search Falcons on Google and they brought up the bird. Nice. Hold on, man. We go against the Buccaneers in Tampa. That'll be a great game to go to, but I ain't gonna be able to go, man. We gotta get our money up. But that's gonna be in Tampa Bay. We're going against Baker Mayfield. Hey, Desmond Ridder, think about it. He was undefeated at home. Now he's not. The magic, you feel like it's kind of gone. It's like you can't say that no more. Because the last time, think about it, he was the first Atlanta quarterback to beat Brady, technically, since he was starting, and then Brady took himself out. It was at home. It was Desmond Ridder. Now we're going away to Baker Mayfield. They don't have Tom Brady no more. And let's see how this goes. Baker Mayfield, I don't think he is as bad as people say he is. I feel like if you underestimate this man, he can destroy you. So we'll see how it goes next week. We definitely need this win. This is a division game. The second division game of the year. We blew it. Well, we didn't blow out the Panthers, but we beat the Panthers the first game. Now we need to beat Tampa Bay so we can continue on to be number one in the division and make the playoffs and do what we got to do, man. All right, man. I'll see y'all in the next one. Let me know what y'all think. I gave Calais Campbell his flowers, as they call it. So y'all don't be like, oh, you a hater. No, the dude needed to play better, and he stepped up today, so good stuff to him. We just have to win the game. Arthur Smith, come on, dude. Stop watering down yourself. Stop watering down your players. Let your people be who they supposed to be, man. All right? So coach is supposed to bring out their best, not their worst. Coaches are supposed to make players worse. Like, coaches are supposed to make the players, like, elevated when they're at their worst. So they won't be as bad as you think they are. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to coach them up. All these penalties, all that bull crap. Take it easy, man. So anyway, I'm out.